Hello, everyone. Getting people added here as we go. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the E-Commerce Marketing Mastery Series, session number 2. So we had a lot of people on the first session last week, so thank you if you're joining us again. You might be wondering who I am because Claire was on the last one. So I'm Katie George. I'm the Customer Marketing Manager for EvolutionX and Spruce Ecommerce. And our fearless leader, director, and MC extraordinaire, Claire Freeman, is unable to host today due to some travel. But don't worry, we have team members on the webinar who have worked with you during your onboarding process and will continue to support you and your website. So they will be helping out and answering questions. And of course, we have our fearless leader on the webinar, Michael Horn, again, to talk about some things today. So during this call, like I said, the team will monitor your questions and feedback via the Q&A section. So please use Q&A, and we will check that at the end of the webinar when Michael is finished and go through some of those. Anything we can't answer, we'll make a note of and we'll get back to you at a later time. So please also feel free to add feedback and or other webinar topic ideas, because these webinars are for you and for your teams, and we want to make sure you're happy, and we will take that feedback and use it to guide our choices in the future. So like I said, this is the second out of 3 e-commerce marketing mastery webinar sessions. Registration for the third and final session will be sent out after today's call, and I'll actually include a link to it too as well in the Q&A section. This webinar, again, is being recorded and will be shared to all of you in the coming days. And it is designed to piggyback off of session 1 and what we learned there. So again, it'll assist you in using the features of your e-commerce platform to grow your business online. So the main features and marketing ROI benefits you'll see today will center mostly around promotions, price breaks, badges, item swaps, and abandoned carts. So please keep in mind some of the features that we go over in this series and their availability depend on what ERP you have, and we'll reference that as we proceed. So keep an eye out for the supporting resources and documents on these topics as well that will be posted in the Q&A section. And without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, I will turn it over to Michael Horn.
Katie, you're too kind. Thank you very much. Hey, everyone. Great to see so many familiar faces on. Thanks very much for joining. Hopefully you can hear me. Can somebody just give me a thumbs up or something along those lines to make sure that my microphone is actually working? Awesome. Happy days. Thank you very much. Right. Time to strap yourself in, folks. We're going on a magical mystery tour of the platform. There might be a little bit of turbulence along the way, but I'll keep it as smooth as possible. So let me just share the screen. And again, if somebody could just give me a little thumbs up, a little hands up, just to let me know that you can see, that would be awesome.
We got you, Michael. We see you.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right. So first up is promotions. Whether you're trying to entice lapsed accounts back, encourage new business on board, or even get existing offline customers online, which, as we know, is a task in its own right, this platform has a ton of features that will help you achieve your goals. From customizable discount campaigns to super flexible promotional rules, this system is designed to boost customer engagement and drive online sales. Let's take a look at some of the promotional stuff that we've got on the store, and then we'll jump into the admin screen and demonstrate just how easy it is to set them up. Starting with freebies. So you can offer customers free gifts based on spend, a particular item, or even on a group of products. So to give you an example, if we do a little search here for boots and scroll down, you'll see that we've got an awesome deal where we can keep our feet sweet with a free pair of quality thermal socks when we buy these boots. Happy days. If we go ahead and add those items or that item to the cart, hover over, not only will we see our nice, shiny, bright pair of boots, but you'll also see that we've qualified for those free socks as well. Get in. Now, this particular deal is relevant to these specific boots, but if we wanted to, we could base it on a whole group of products. For example, when based on all boots, you get a free pair of socks. Or you could say, based on X amount of spend, they will get a free pair of socks. So a very flexible set of tools and a very simple yet powerful and effective way to incentivize your customers. So what else can we do? Well, how about a buy one, get one free? So if we do a little search here for safety glasses, you'll see that this is badged as a buy one, get one free. And when we add that item to the cart, hover over, you'll see that our nice shiny glasses are in the cart. Brilliant. But we could take it one stage further than that. If we remove this item and do a search for gloves this time, you'll see this particular promotion is based on buying 10 of these products to get the free pair of gloves. So this is ultimately prompting the customer to buy more products. If we add this item to the cart, hover over, of course it hasn't been added yet because we need to adjust the quantity, stick 10 in there, and hey presto, our free gloves have made their way into the cart. If buy X, get Y doesn't necessarily float your boat, then how about a nice little coupon code? This time what I'm going to do is search for chocolates, only because I'm slightly peckish. If we scroll down, add a few items, hover over, and then put our demo 10 coupon code in, you'll see the coupon code's been applied. It's deducted 10%, but that can be a price or percentage value. It could be restricted to a specific product, or it could even be limited to a group of products as well. So you have heaps of flexibility around this tool set. But let's take the coupon code to the next level. If I get rid of some of this stuff in the cart, and this time do a search for shorts, you'll see on this particular deal, we get a free toe pouch, measuring tape, and knee pads with these shorts. All we need to do is type in mega deal into the coupon box in the cart. So if we add this item, hover over the cart, put in our mega deal code, hey presto, tool pouch, knee pads, and measuring tape, all gratis with my new shorts. I'm a very happy man. So folks, whether you want to offer free gifts to customers when they spend X amount, buy one, get one free offers, coupon codes, or all of the above, this system is more than capable of accommodating your needs. This entire area of the system has been engineered to help you engage with your customers, encourage online order and repeat business, and ultimately more sales, which is what it's all about. The more you lean on these tools, the more you will sell online. It really is as simple as that. So how do we implement some of this stuff? Well, at a very high level, let's go into the admin screen and look under the hood. So from the admin area, let's create a scenario. Let's say we want to give free chocolates away to any customer that places an order over X amount. How do we implement that? Well, first of all, we need to go to products, click on groups, and we're going to create a new group called free chocolates. We save that. We now need to add the chocolates that are associated with this group. Now, I don't have a code for chocolates, but I'm sure if I start typing chocolates in, it should bring up something, which it does. Cadbury's Heroes. They're definitely a winner in this household. Save that. And now what we need to do is, hold on 1 second, guys. Guys, can everybody still see the screen?
Yep, we can see.
Oh, okay, awesome. So what we need to do is come down to marketing, jump into promotions, and we're going to create a new promotion. So this is going to be free chocolates. And we might want to have a message in the cart that just tells the customer that they've qualified for those chocolates as well. I just want to draw your attention very quickly to this start and end information that you're seeing here, folks, because if you're a marketing person watching this, or you have a marketing contact, you could essentially have a full year's worth of campaigns stacked in advance, and provided that the dates are synced correctly, the old promotions will fade out as the new stuff fades in. We, of course, are creating a free gift as part of this. So we want to select free gift. And the system's now asking, what product group do you want to associate that with? And we want to associate that with the free chocolates. Down here, we have our rules that we can apply in order to make a customer qualify for these chocolates. So the quantity per user is the maximum number of times that this discount can be used by the same user. So if John from ABC Supplies comes in here and there's no restrictions on this, he could potentially have 30 orders that month with 30 boxes of chocolate. So you might want to restrict that. The quantity per account is in relation to if you supply a customer that's got 200 users, do you really want to give each of those users a box of chocolates when they place an order? Probably not, because it's quite a lot of boxes of chocolates. And then you can say nobody gets to qualify for this unless they spend more than £100, euros, or dollars. Last but not least is the quantity allowed. So this is the total combined usage limit for this coupon code. So going back to the scenario with John, who likes his chocolates, we could say, right, this only gets used 30 times. If John places an order 30 times, then nobody else can actually take advantage of these free chocolates. And that's it, as simple as that. A minute to piece this stuff together. It really is as simple as that. You don't need a PhD in computer science to navigate around here, folks. Right. It's great that we can offer all of this stuff, but how do we draw attention to some of these deals? Well, you could promote them in the form of a banner on the homepage or on various pages throughout the store. You could add a tab on your nav and direct customers to an exclusive deals page, or you could create and apply some badges to your promotional products and then make them stand out and feature more prominently on the website. So let's take a look at some of the examples I've prepared on the demo store. If we go back to our little demo store here, I'm going to do a search for safety helmets. And you'll see the first line of products are badged as bestsellers. And this has been driven by the badges feature within the admin screen. You can customize the text, the color schemes, and even the hover text can be adjusted as well. So if we hover over bestsellers, you'll see that the line, our top picks for you, is revealed. What an easy and effective way that is to draw attention to the products that you sell online. And just to give you some more food for thought in terms of some of the other ideas that you might want to introduce for badges, if we scroll down, you'll see that we've got new arrivals in this section here. And it could be that you've partnered with a new supplier and you want to put their products in the spotlight. And who knows, that new supplier might be willing to support this initiative promotionally or even financially. I know of several customers in England who receive marketing contributions from suppliers and manufacturers. And the sell is simply, right, Mr. Manufacturer, give us your banner content and we'll stick it on the top of our homepage for the month. Tell us what your top selling products are and we'll feature them first on search. Or tell us what products are new on offer and we'll then badge them up on the screen like so. I think if you could secure contributions from one or two suppliers or manufacturers, it could potentially put a dent in the cost associated with the store. It's certainly something worth exploring. Right, back to badges. What other examples do we have? If we scroll down, you'll see that we can double badge. If you have too much information to squeeze onto one badge, or if you have multiple selling points that you want to get across, you can create and apply several badges to products. In this example, we're highlighting the fact that this is a special offer, and underneath that, we've got the coupon code the customer needs to use at the checkout. Lastly, for good measure, here's another double badge offer with 20% off for a limited time only. In this example, we've created a sense of urgency by making it a time-sensitive deal, prompting the customer to take advantage of the deal before it's too late. So as you've witnessed, folks, The badges feature is incredibly versatile, and from a sales perspective, you're only limited by your imagination in terms of what you can do. So how do we create a badge in the system? Easy peasy. Back into the admin screen, and similar to what we did for the free chocolates, if we go to products and then into groups, and I'll just click on free chocolates for demonstration purposes. But what you want to do in here is add all the products that you want to associate against the badge. Really straightforward stuff. Once you've saved that, go back to products, come down to badges, and we're going to add a new badge. So this is going to be Michael's Mega Deals, and it's going to be for today only. And then we can change the color of the text, change the background color, and finally tell the system what group of products that we want to assign that to. And that's it. It's literally as easy as that to badge those products and make them feature more prominently on the site. Okay, what's next on the little list of things to talk about? Well, I want to talk about something that I feel just doesn't really get a lot of love or attention, and that is item swaps. So if we dive back to the website, I'm going to do a search for tool bag. And when I search for tool bag, we're then presented with this nice Stanley branded tool bag. And if we make an attempt to add that to the cart, we get this little swap tile that says, whoa, hang on a second. We know how much you love this brand. However, we have a cheaper alternative right here waiting for you. Same quality, cheaper price. So you're immediately seen as the heroes for promoting the cheaper alternative. But inevitably, it's the product that you're making a little bit more money on. Now, I've demoed this as a swap, but there are other instances where this feature could really come into use to downsell, upsell, and even cross-sell. So I'll give you another example. If we do a search for toolbox, and we make an attempt to add that to the cart, on this occasion, the message is saying, hang on a second, are you rigging out your toolbox? Because if you are, use this code instead, because it includes the toolbox, the spanners, the pliers, the screwdrivers, and everything else that you will need. This is swaps on steroids. This is the kind of stuff that you want to deploy and really move the needle from a sales perspective on the site. You could also potentially use this feature to prompt customers to buy more for less. So if I do a search for no more nails, and we make an attempt to add that to the cart, you'll see that this little swap tile says, hang on a second, if you buy more of this product, you will actually get it for a lot cheaper. So everyone wins in this scenario. Your customer saves a bit of money and you guys make a bit of money. Happy days. Now, I've left this example of swaps till last, as it segues nicely into the price breaks feature. So if we do a search for nails on the site, and I scroll down ever so slightly, you'll see that we have a nice price breaks section against the DeWalt nails on the left here. So buy 5 or more and get it at this price, right up to buy 20 or more and get it for this price. So this is just another nice and easy feature that encourages customers to buy more for less, but more importantly, buy them from you. So how do we set up swaps and price breaks in the admin screen? Well, it's super simple, folks. If we dive back into the admin screen, what we want to do is go to products and look for item swaps. And you'll see the one that I created earlier on for the toolbox. So if I come over to the ellipsis here, click on edit, all you guys would need to do in order to make a swap active on the site is add the main code, add your swap code, tell the system who your audience is. Is it for specific customers, or do you want to make this globally available to anyone and everyone? And then what's the reason that you are promoting this cheaper alternative? And that's it, as simple as that. If you're looking at this thinking, oh, Michael, I've got thousands of swaps that I want to import. Well, great news. There is an import routine for this. So if I click on the import items via swap here, you'll see that we also have an import rules section. So this actually details how you would go about importing this information into the system. So we've got you covered from every angle. In terms of price breaks, really simple, down to pricing. You'll see that I've created one here for nails. Click on that. All you need to do is create the name for the price break, give it a start and end date, tell the system who your audience is. And if I scroll down, click on the items bar, add new item, and you're simply putting the code in, the price, and then the quantity the customer needs to purchase in order to get that price. And that's it. Again, super simple stuff, folks. And guess what? You can import this stuff as well. So if you've got loads, you can just import via spreadsheet. Simple as. So whether you're trying to leverage the swap feature, price breaks, or both, these tools are all designed to help you A, encourage customers to buy online from you, B, accelerate your online growth, and C, differentiate yourself from your competition. All right, so last but not least for today's session is abandoned carts. Now, in the world of e-commerce, folks, abandoned cart is a huge problem. It's estimated across all industries that 70% of carts are abandoned globally, which in my opinion is just staggering. Even on this platform, there have been close to 200,000 abandoned carts just this year. I mean, I don't even want to hazard a guess as to what that equates to in lost sales, but you know, if you were to say the average abandoned cart was $100, well, I'll let you guys do the maths. I don't even want to say it in the microphone. Now, there are a number of reasons why someone may abandon a cart, right? It could be an unforeseen delivery charge at the checkout, someone price checking stuff against other suppliers online, or it could be something as simple as a member of staff interrupting you or a meeting. Whatever the reason is, this platform offers a super effective solution to help recover as many abandoned carts as possible. Let's dive in and see how we can maximize the recovery of potential sales. So from the admin screen, we click on Marketing and then Abandoned Carts. The first area I want to draw your attention to is Rules. So you'll see here that I have two rules set up, one for B2C and one for B2B. Why is that? Well, they are two completely different audiences. So we need to tailor the communication to their needs and behaviors. Starting with B2B, if we just dive in here and scroll down slightly, you'll see that we can set a number of conditions that must be met in order to trigger an email reminder. In this scenario, we've told the system that the user type is registered, that the total value must be greater than $20, pounds, euros. Why have we done that? Well, typically B2B customers place larger orders, right? So they may be building a cart up in the background, and what we don't want to do is send an email reminder prematurely. And then the final stage is stage checkout. We want to capture carts that have reached the checkout stage as it indicates a higher purchase intent. If I scroll down, the system's asking, right, when are you going to class a cart as being abandoned? And we can say, okay, well, after 1 day, I want to send an email, and that email is going to be my B2B abandoned cart email number 1, add action. And that email might say something like, hey, Jim, we noticed that you left some stuff in your cart. Don't worry. We understand and appreciate that all our customers can get sidetracked during the working day. That's why we've sent this email so that you can pick off from where you left off. Here's a list of items that you've left behind. Simply click order now and it will load up your cart on the site. If the customer doesn't react to that initial email, you could send another email and it would be along the lines of, Jim, what's going on? We thought you loved us. Tell you what, let us give you 10% off this order to seal the deal. How would we do that? Well, in this section, we would tell the system that after 3 days, if Jim or anybody else hadn't done anything with that reminder, we'd send an email. That email this time would be 10% off. And you'll see down here, we apply the discount 10% off your order add action. And that has been driven by the discount section in here, folks. Now, I would reserve a discount email like this for B2C customers rather than B2B customers, in my opinion. Why? Well, I think your B2B customers might actually catch on to this strategy, and then they'll maybe hold off, knowing fine well that the discount is coming 3 days later. Smarter than the average bear are your customers, folks. Right, moving on to the report suite. So in this section, you can review various metrics by date range, the total number of abandoned carts, as well as the total number of recovered carts and recovered revenue. In this particular example, we can see that in the last week, there were 7 abandoned carts, one of which was recovered, resulting in nearly 2K in recovered revenue. From these metrics, we get to see what's working and what's not. And if you're not recovering north of 10%, something needs to be adjusted, folks. I'm typically seeing across the swathe of Evolution customers that the recovery rate is between 10 and 30%. So ideally, you want to be aiming for that range. Let's finish up with the email templates for abandoned carts, folks. Now that you know that you can set a multitude of conditions, we could set up a rule that says, for example, when a customer adds desks or chairs or anything office furniture wise, but doesn't place the order, send an email reminder. Now you might be sitting thinking, what's so cool about that, Michael? You've just shown us some of that functionality a second ago. Well, the really cool thing about it is that you can actually blind copy your division manager, the sales manager, or the account manager, meaning that they could see what the customers have left in their cart, and then they can proactively reach out to close the sale rather than relying on automated reminders. And it's so simple, folks. So if we come to the email section, go into templates, and I've actually created a furniture recovery cart email template here. So if we click on that and edit, you'll see that Ted at madeupofficesupplies.com has been blind copied into this reminder. So if we meet all of those conditions and the emails are sent out to the customers, they're also going to be sent to Ted, and he can pick up the phone and say, hey, Mr. Customer, I see that you left a chair, I see that you left a desk. Is there something that we can do to help you get that over the line? So there you have it, folks. Whether it's promotions, badges, swaps, price breaks, or abandoned carts, start implementing some of this stuff today and watch your online revenue grow. This system is just absolutely brimming with this type of functionality, and we've spent the best part of 20 minutes showcasing how it can be deployed. So with a little bit more time and effort, you guys will be turned into ninjas. So, Katie, over to your good self, my friend, just to close things off.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Michael, for that amazing job and really, really good information. That bit and those stats about the abandoned carts will probably sit with me for life. So great job. Okay, you're not off the hook yet, though. So what I'd like to do now is head over to our Q&A section and look at what our audience has been asking, maybe get some answers. And we've had Louise Kerrigan, our amazing implementation consultant, looking after that section too. So thanks, Louise. So I'm going to start with the first one that I see. It's mostly a lot of me in this section. Sorry, posting resources. So we have had
just
Oliver.
Look out for the easy ones, Katie, please.
Okay, well, this might not be so easy. We might have to get back to you, Oliver, but which of these opportunities can be set up and realized using the Live ERP API option without the need to use the EvoX admin screen? And then he followed up with, I know API badges are now available as of this week. He just means more of discounting, buy one, get one freebies type deal.
I haven't actually been in the loop with those conversations, so I think that would be one for Uncle Seamus A technical genius.
Great. Okay. Yeah, like Louise said in the answer back, we will get back with you. So no worries there, Oliver. Great. More of me. Okay, Sarah asked, and it's already been answered, but can you edit the rules in abandoned carts once they are set up? And the answer was yes, absolutely. You can make changes whenever. But just rewatch, what Michael just did. I know it's a ton of information. And then also take a look at the reference document that I linked in the chat as well. And we've just had one come in from Keith. We have no ability to create new email templates. Should we have that ability?
Okay, so maybe that's something I should have showcased, but Keith, in fact, let's just share the screen right now. Hold on 1 second. Because seeing is believing. It's better to do these things over the web. So, can you guys see the screen okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, excellent. So if we go back to marketing into abandoned baskets, into the rule that I was in earlier on, just jump into the B2C rule. Let's say we wanted to create a new template. Down here, Keith, you'll see that you can click here to create new email template. So you just call this Keith's Awesome Deals. There you go. And then once you've done that, you can actually view and edit that template. So it'll take you into that section to go ahead and edit. Does that answer your question, my friend?
I'd say yes, shiningly. Awesome job.
Awesome. Happy days. Good stuff.
Keith, let us know if you have follow-ups to that. Another question from Norma. What is API badging?
Oh, right. Sorry, you're breaking up.
Oh no, what is API badging?
Honestly, I've not been involved in any of that stuff at all. My esteemed colleague, Andy Flint, I can see in the background. I don't think he has the ability to talk in this particular session, but he would be the man to give us that information. So that's one that we'll need to talk about with Andy and then get back to Norma.
Yeah, sounds great. Norma, we will get back to you. Okay, that is all of the one just came in. Keith says, but can you create a template right from the email template layout screen with a rule, or is that by design?
Louise, I don't think you can you? Unless I'm badly mistaken.
No, not at the minute. We don't have the ability to create your custom template per transactional activity, because bear in mind each template fires when something happens on the web store. However, we do have a suggestion for that in our user voice portal. If anybody on the call hasn't been there, we'll pop it in the chat for now. It's incredibly popular. It's got 44 votes right now. So if that is what is desired, then fire your upvote on there and get it on there for our user voice.
Awesome. Okay, thanks, Louise. All right, we just had a question from Erica. Hey, Erica, can you show an example of a site with a sales section and walk through setting that up? Now, Erica, do you mean the badges, or what can you elaborate on a sales section? And we might need to get back to you, and that's okay. So while you are responding, I'm just gonna again remind everyone that we will be sending the recording in the coming days of this webinar via email and intercom. It'll have a link to YouTube where this will live. And then the third and final e-commerce marketing mastery series webinar will be July 25th, 2 weeks from today, again at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And the registration link for session 3 is already in the Q&A section. But also it'll be in emails and intercom messages to come as well. So don't worry. We will make sure you get that link all over the place. And then I also wanted to, let me see. We have another question from, okay. So Erica means a specific area of the taxonomy that houses sale items. So I'm thinking category. You can follow up with me later. No big deal. Do you just want to do that, Michael?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Just send me Erica's details. We'll get in touch.
Perfect. Yep, we've written down the questions, and Louise and Michael and I will put our heads together and get you an answer, Erica. Okay, there's nothing else. Oh, maybe yes, there is. Oh, there's Louise. Okay, so everyone, Louise has posted the user voice portal link. Again, that's where you can present your ideas and requests to our team. Our dev team will take a look at that, and you can upvote other suggestions as well. So that's kind of the order in which we look at improving things. Really, really useful, useful link there. So again, I also wanted to remind everyone about our 2024 Connect conference. We mentioned it on the last webinar, but in case you weren't there, it's taking place in Dallas this November 11th through the 13th, and the registration link is in the Q&A section as well. But again, it's a place where all of our customers and businesses can come together to network and collaborate, and really just strengthen their use of the e-commerce platform and ECI software. So specific to this crowd, there will be some general sessions pertaining to e-commerce, things like AI and data, and some specific content geared towards lumber and building materials industry, as well as the business supplies dealers, office supplies, dealers and distributors. So, all right. And again, if anyone has further questions, we're about to end this webinar. Please don't hesitate to reach out to the team via intercom. We're always here to help you. And we just really appreciate you being here. It's nice to see so many familiar faces. So thanks for joining us today. We appreciate your participation. Hope you found this session valuable. And stay tuned for our next webinar. Again, the link is in the chat to sign up, and I will be emailing it out to you as well. So we look forward to seeing you there. And thanks for joining. Have a great day.
All the best, folks. See ya.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.